Hello everyone, welcome back to Askins Gaming. I'm the Askins Gamer, and in today's video, as you guys can see, we are playing some more Minecraft. Now, if you guys haven't seen my previous video, we've gone ahead and we made this giant house. This is our house, this is where we belong. And as you guys can also see, we've also tamed a horse, and in the attic of our house, we also have a copper golem. Both which still needs names. So if you guys still want to help name the horse and the copper golem, leave suggestions down in the comment section below. Thank you very much. Now, for this video, I do want to point out that between last video and this video, I've done a couple of things. Now, that was a recap. That's what's happened between both videos. I've also wanted to mention with the village I had seen, I found potatoes and carrots. So I've planted them down there. I've also found watermelons, which I've also planted just behind me as well. But yeah, that's the main big things that's happened. Along with that, I've also taken down my old house. As you guys can see, the dirt is still growing grass on it. But we are officially moved into this house. Not to mention, I've decorated inside. A bunch of the rooms inside are fully furnished and decorated. Some of them aren't, but it's still a work in progress. Now, anyways, for this video, what we need is we need our 3 objectives that we have had for our last few videos. But in this video, our big objective is to go ahead and find some sand to go ahead and make the glass. As you guys can see, I have windows placed out, but I have no glass to fill in the windows. So I want to go ahead find some sand so I can burn down the sand so I can make windows for my house. Now, along with that, I also do want to make some type of farms. I want to make multiple farms. I want to make a wheat farm. I want to make a pumpkin farm. I want to make a melon farm. I want to make a carrot farm. I want to make a potato farm. And I want to make a cocoa beans farm. Because while I was in the jungle, I also found something called cocoa beans. And while looking into the crafting table for it, I'm pretty sure with the cocoa beans and wheat, you can make cookies, which would be a really, really cool food source for me to have in this game. Now, along with that, if I could, it would be an amazing third bonus if I could go ahead and make the chicken machine, which I was talking about in my previous video. Since the kitchen is the main area that I haven't really decorated yet. Don't get me wrong, um I modified the walls a little bit so that way it's more of an open space, but I still want the chicken machine down at the very end. But yeah, that's what I want to do. But the main 2 things for this video will be making the farms and to find the sand, either just a big beach which I can borrow sand from, or even a desert. Either way, I'm hoping. But yeah, and also for those that are wondering, um, if you guys do want to know where that village was, it was all the way that way. I just looked this way and went straight. And eventually I came across the savanna biome where I found the village, and then just to the left, just that way, was the jungle. But yes. Now I also do want to point out if you guys have heard like little bells jingling like while I've been talking this whole time, that is not you losing your mind. I have mine and my wife's cats behind me playing with their new toys. So yeah, they're just having a blast. But they don't understand that I'm trying to record. So yeah, if you guys do hear any bells or jingling around. It's the cats. Alrighty, here we are. As you guys can see, I have my whole family of chickens, and in my inventory I have all of the items I need to build the chicken farm. Now, for this chicken farm, I am following the 1UP-MC's tutorial guide from 11 months ago at the moment of filming this. And yeah, I'm just going to follow along with their tutorial and just see what happens. But the only thing I will be changing about it is they have suggested to put down this dispenser thing, which I've collected from the like the little cobblestone structure in the jungle, and pretty much have two observers behind. I don't know what observers are, but that's what they say in the video. But I realized I can't make those. I need something called quartz. So instead, what I'll have is I'll have the lever on the side and I can just manually activate it just like that. So that's what I'll be doing instead of the observers. That way, you know, it just works. It won't be automatic as such. It'll be more when I need it, hopefully. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'll only be able to do while I'm going ahead and, you know, before I find quartz. So as long as I find quartz later and soon, then I'll upgrade it. But in the meantime, I'm just going to stick with the manual lever. I think for my kitchen, it is way too short, like, you know, to fit a whole chicken machine in it, unless I dig down a little bit. Which, I mean, could be like a cool type of thing where I like dig down a little bit. But it's about 5 blocks long, so if it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one for the stairs. See, it would just be a little weird. So I don't know where I'm going to have it. I think what I'm going to do instead is I'll make the chicken machine somewhere else. I'll make it somewhere behind the house or next to the house or something like that. And then once that's done, I'll go ahead and, like, off camera or in another video, I'll make a whole nother structure for that chicken machine. And then after that, you know, I should be fine with that chicken machine structure then made in another video. Then it should be good, and I can just make it look as if it's like a KFC or what's other chicken places? Popeyes. There's Chick-fil-A. Like, I can make a whole bunch of things, and I can put like the chicken machine in that, and maybe even make more than just one. Now, after a few complications, obviously, as you can see, a bunch of these chickens still have leads on them because I used the chickens from over here. I had my family of chickens and I put them into here. I had a few chickens escape, and it was a little bit of a catastrophe, but in the end, I have a group of chickens in here now. As you guys can see, there is 4 eggs in here. So if I go ahead, put this like that. Oh, okay. That's not gonna work. Hold up. If I do it like this. There we go. So when there's eggs in here, hopefully, when it works, baby chickens will be spat out into here. Then the baby chickens should grow, and that's how it works, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it should work. Now, once again, with the observers, they're meant to be... It's meant to be automatic, but I'm not 100% sure. But this is my first prototype of the chicken farm. If it works, it works. That's amazing. But if not, we'll need to obviously mess around with it and upgrade it. But I'll keep growing our chicken family, and, you know, I'll keep trying my best to get this thing to work. And as long as one finally works in this, it will be amazing. Now, after a little bit of messing around with the machine, we have reached day 100 on the Minecraft world. It has been a journey so far of me literally just making a house and a chicken farm. That's practically all I've done. I've done a little bit of mining, but yeah. Anyways, the chicken machine seems to be working how it's supposed to. Obviously, I'll need more chickens. Um, but yeah, the baby chicken in here will then grow up, it will get burnt by the lava, and then once it's cooked, it will drop into here. So it won't be as efficient as I want it without it being automatic. Once I get the quartz, however I'm meant to get them, um, I should be able to make the observers, and it should be then running full automatic. But yeah, I'll leave a description to the guide that I followed down in the description below, to their video, and yeah, I'll leave a link down below, is what I'm trying to say. But yes, our next goal for today's video, because our goal for today's video, our three objectives, was to make the chicken machine. Check. Now we need to go ahead, try and find some sand, like a desert or a giant beach, so we can get glass so we can finish off the house. And then to finish off the video, we'll go ahead, we'll speed run a montage that's time-lapsed of me making multiple different farms. Either like a multi-story type of farm, or just one farm, one farm, one farm, one farm, of all of the different types of seeds that I have. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to try and get prepared because I've gone that way. I'm going to go this way instead now. So, yeah, anyways, day 100. Woohoo, let's go. Hardly any progress. Let's get it. I don't know. Okay, I've been going downstream for a while. As you guys can see, the sun is setting. But I keep going past this type of stuff. I don't know what it is. But even though I don't know what it is, I may as well collect it because I realize I don't have it. Um, it looks like something that you can grow, so we can hopefully make a farm of it. Is it good? What is it? Can I open my inventory? There we go. Sugarcane. Okay, sugarcane. I'm guessing that helps us make sugar, like for cakes, stuff like that. I'm guessing. I'm not sure. What can you make with it? Is is there a way to see what I can make with it? Yeah, you can make sugar. Right, here. So you can make, yep, sugar canes, make sugar. Alright, that's cool. Sun's setting, so we'll go ahead, head to bed, and then we'll continue down this way a little more. Now, I just want to mention another thing really quickly, is with the sugarcane that I have, and all of the farms that I'm going to be making later in this video, I will be searching up YouTube tutorials as to how to make the most efficient version of them. But because I won't be showcasing them, it'll be not really searching up YouTube tutorials. It'll be more like just looking at reference pictures, seeing if I can recreate them or not. And two things. I just stumbled into another village, I just realized. I just paddled along and we found another village. So right down the stream from my base, there is a whole nother village and either a giant beach or some type of, I don't know, desert. Are there deserts in this game? I'm guessing so. Alrighty, here we are. We are back at our base, and as you guys can see, I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got as much sand until that shovel would have broken. I got our sugarcane. I have the seeds from before. I got something called a bundle. I think I've gotten a couple of these from the other village, which I raided off camera, which I've already told you guys about multiple times. I got a couple of chests, I got emeralds, I got another barrel and crafting table, and I got something called beetroot. I think that's an actual in real life thing, but because I hardly eat vegetables or, salads in real life, so I don't really know what beetroot is. I'm pretty sure it's another thing that you can grow those, considering that there are seeds. I got clay bowls, so 32 clay bowls. I also have a stone cutter, two of them. I also found, I think, a library in the village because there was a lectern, which I'm pretty sure is like a place where you can place a book on top of it and like pretty much read it from the lectern. Pretty much, it's like what they would have on altars or something, so like people can make their speeches. Obviously books, which will very much be appreciated for the library, which I'm trying to make upstairs. The potatoes, which I've already told you guys that we found from the other village. And I also got a composter, so I guess we can do some recycling. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have at the moment. Nothing's happened too much with the chicken farm, but I mean, you know, it it is what it is. Like the chicken hasn't really grown up yet. At least I don't think. But we have 7 eggs saved in there. If we go up here, I think we should be able to feed our chickens and everything like that again. So that way we can get more chickens in here, because the more chickens, the more chicken that we'll be able to get. But yeah, it's pretty finicky to try and get all of the chickens, but with it not being automatic and it's in manual at the moment, it is what it is. Um, because see, as you can see, the baby chicken would get hurt. We don't want the chicken getting hurt before it can cook. So yeah. Either way, as I said before, guys, our second objective was to get sand to make the glass. So I've got sand. I'm going to go ahead and make the glass, fill in all the glass, and then I'm going to do our third objective where we make the farms out of all the possible seeds that we have. So we have pumpkin seeds, melon seeds, wheat seeds, carrots, potatoes, beetroot seeds, we have cocoa beans. I've I'm pretty sure that we have every single growable item in the game. We also have sugarcane. So I will make all of their respectable farms off camera. Alrighty, and here we are. I've gone ahead and I've made multiple different types of farms now. Don't get me wrong, I did say that I will make them in the most efficient ways possible, but I don't have observers yet because I don't have courts yet. So I couldn't make all of the most efficient, but I've done them in situations where it won't affect their growth speed, if that makes sense. So, real quickly, what I did go ahead and make a farm for is I've made a farm for sugarcane, I've made a farm for bamboo, I've made a farm for pumpkins and melons, I've also made a farm for cocoa beans, and then I've also made a farm for beetroot, potatoes, carrot, and wheat. So, yeah, that's what I've done. So real quickly, as you guys can see, I've made a multi-story farming area. This is the farming area that contains the wheat, it contains the potatoes, it contains the carrots, and it contains the beetroot up the top here. Now, along with this, a nice little fun activity that you can do is you can go ahead, use it as a diving board to land into my infinite water source, which I've moved over here as well. Now, as you guys can see, I do have my cocoa bean farm going ahead and starting to grow. It isn't completely at obviously full potential just yet, but it is just two giant walls of jungle wood. Now, you guys might be thinking that you won't get that much with this. Let's be honest, how many cocoa beans will I be using? And let's be honest, if I do need more of these, I've grown some trees. Um, Yeah, the original plan for the cocoa bean farm was to make a giant silo type of thing, like a giant tower, like like silo full of the wood with the cocoa beans growing inside. But then I realized that, let's be honest, I probably won't be using that many beans with how fast these grow. So I'd probably just stick to these two walls, but if I do need more, I'll chuck in another just over here or somewhere else. But yeah, this is my cocoa bean farm. Over here I have my melons and pumpkins. I needed to move it down a little bit so I can fit this wall over here without looking a little weird, but I did move it down one block. But as you can see, I do have growth of the melons and pumpkins. Now over here we have the bamboo farm, which obviously there are barrels as the back storage, but let's be honest, if someone that doesn't know that much about the game or doesn't really look that properly, they might not notice that these are barrels. So this might be like a cool little hiding spot to hide some of your things. But yeah, it's like a storage unit for bamboo behind bamboo. Obviously with bamboo trapdoors as like a little thing, because now you can also jump in and out of the thing as well, just in case some bamboo gets stuck inside. Now over here we have sugarcane. Now you guys might be thinking, sugarcane can only grow next to water, and it grows most efficiently on sand. Well, I know that. So I put sand blocks with waterlogged slabs right next to them. So these are all waterlogged slabs. Every single one of these are slabs with water in them, so that way the sugarcane can grow with it being on sand, so it's growing as fast as possible. As I said, I did my research for these farms. Now over here at the same time I have like a little camping area, because why not? It's a little camping area, and if I do need the campfire for my other types of food that I have, um, that's not chicken, yeah, it will come in handy. Now, for those who are thinking, like, what's going on with my chicken farm and is it going good? It does do okay. It's not automatic, don't get me wrong, it's not automatic at all. But when I do activate it, I need to wait about 15-20 minutes for these chickens to grow up. But then, you get a bunch of chicken. And let's be honest, I'm not going on giant adventures just yet, so I don't need that much food. So yeah, it's efficient enough. All of these are efficient enough for me being a solo player, going at my own pace. At the same time, I did move my cobblestone farm over to here, or my cobblestone generator over to here. I don't know if I've already mentioned that, but yeah. Anyways, trees. I don't know what I meant to do with them. If you guys have any ideas as to what I should do with all the jungle wood, let me know down in the comment section below. But with all of that said and done, those are my farms. This is what my base is looking like at the moment. It's starting to look like a fortress with multiple farms and a two-story house that's fully furnished. And yeah, I'm really enjoying Minecraft, guys. So keep in mind, if you guys do want to see other videos of this, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe as well with your post notifications turned on. And at the same time, if you guys would like to help me out, let your friends and family know about this channel as well. That will greatly help me out and, hopefully grow this channel into more of a bigger community. But yeah, anyways, um, I hope to see you guys in another one of my videos. And other than that, have a good day or night whenever and wherever you are.